Good evening. Joining us from Iona is head coach Billy Chambers and student athletes Ketsia Theus, Juana Camilion, and Kate Major. We'll start with a short opening statement from Coach Chambers and then questions for the student athletes only, please.
Obviously not the way that we would have wanted to end our season. Obviously Duke is an incredible basketball team and they've got some great talent and played at the top of their game today. But what we said in the locker room is we're not going to allow one game to take away from what this group has done this season. Sometimes it's easy to catch fire and win 3 games in a row, and this team has had sustained success because of the leaders that are sitting here next to me. They have set the tone for this program. The stage was a little bit big today, but I think what they've done is they've prepared the group that's after them to get back to this stage and to fight for a different result, and I'm incredibly proud of this group.
Questions for the student athletes, please.
You had a little bit of a good run there in the first quarter after they got off to that hot start. What got away from you after that when they really extended the lead?
Kate, do you want to answer that first?
Sure. I think we gave up a lot of second chance points to them. They were crashing the boards hard, and I think we kind of left a little bit opening. Usually we have like a sink down, and they were just kind of quicker to get into the spot than us, getting easy layups. But that's not to take away from the great season that we've had. Duke's a really good program, and we should be proud of ourselves. I'm proud of this group.
Juana, do you have anything to add?
No, like what she said. Yeah, we made a run. At any point, we kept each other having each other's backs, keep our head up and everything. We just try as we said, Duke is a great team, and we tried. We tried our best, and it didn't work.
Other questions?
This is for Juana. I was curious, just how difficult was it for you to get into any kind of offensive flow when you got the 2 fouls early?
Duke, as I said, it's a great defensive team. So they knew what they were doing. They scouted us. They were playing us tight and everything. And it took me a little bit to get going. And as soon as I got my 2 fouls, coach was like, "I trust you. You're gonna go back out there." And I know she trusted me, and I trust myself. So I just went back there and gave my best.
Other questions for the student athletes? Thank you, ladies. Congratulations on a great season. You're free to go back to the locker room if you want.
Thank you.
Thank you.
But you are welcome to stay either. Yes, if you guys want yours, please take them. We'll open questions for Coach Chambers, please.
Duke hadn't been scoring at a very good clip the last few games. Was there something there that you were thinking that maybe you could keep it close by limiting them, and why do you think they just were able to kind of explode there?
I mean, they're playing an ACC schedule, right? They're playing incredible athletes who were helping keep them out of a rhythm offensively. And I think, they were just quicker to the ball. Like Juana said, they're quicker to the ball. They were more athletic. They were a lot more explosive. They were getting some of the looks that, maybe they were getting in the non-conference because they had us in that regard. But I do think they went out and tried their best. I think they were a little shell-shocked at first. Obviously, their run, startled them a little bit. But, we gave everything that we had on that court. I don't think we played our best today, obviously. I didn't think we got into a great offensive rhythm, but that's a credit to them. They're a phenomenal defensive team. They obviously scouted very well. They kept us off the three-point line and made it really difficult for us to score the ball. And, it's just not our day, and we have to look forward to taking a break and then rebuilding to get it back to where we want it to be.
In front here. Hold on. Wait for the microphone. Thank you.
Okay, Coach, you talk about the start. You fell behind 10-0. You had some key players in foul trouble early. How did that affect your game plan and any chance you had to stay competitive?
Sure. I mean, even that early, we obviously wanted to get ourselves settled pretty quickly, even with, Juana picking up a second foul. And like she said, we trust her. We knew we were going to put her back in the first half to continue to keep us settled, to help us break the pressure. But it's tough when you have your best players in foul trouble and you have some players off the bench who are a little bit behind in their development at that moment and are trying to scramble to get themselves together as well. But even without that, like I said, I think Duke was awesome today on the offensive side of the ball, on the defensive side of the ball. They just really took away what we wanted to do, and they were able to put the ball in the basket at a high clip. They played a great game, and we're definitely cheering for them going forward.
Any other questions for Coach Chambers?
Coach, the players are grabbing their name things. It suggests that this is a memory that they'll keep with them for a long time, and they want to keep with them. So what does it mean to you as a coach to have helped these young ladies get to this point and have their last game be in the NCAA tournament,
Absolutely.
which Iona hasn't been here very much?
Yeah, that's what we want for them. When we walked in yesterday, we wanted them to take a moment. You're in a historic building. Take the pictures, capture the moment, enjoy this with your team. Like you said, we hadn't been here for a little while, and you want them to cherish this moment. They worked incredibly hard to get to this stage today, so we are proud of them. We want them to have special memories about it. We obviously wanted it to go a different way on the court, but it's so much bigger than basketball. I mean, you look at these young women, Kate working with students with autism and is going out to be a teacher. Ketsia and Juana hopefully having an opportunity to continue their careers professionally because that's what their desires are. Izzy Lipinski, one of our other seniors who already has a job offer to move into the city. It's so much bigger than just what they do on the court. And I'm proud to just have had the opportunity to share this moment with them so that they can take this with them for the rest of their lives.
Any other questions for Coach? Thanks, Coach. Congratulations on a great season.
Thank you.
Good evening. Joining us from Duke is head coach Kara Lawson and student athletes Elizabeth Balagoon and Jordan Oliver. We'll start with a short opening statement from Coach Lawson and then questions for the student athletes, please.
We are pleased to be moving on. To be one of 32 teams left in the tournament is exciting for us. Now we have a quick turnaround for our next game, and so I think I'm more forward-looking. I'll try to give you some thoughts on this game, but I thought our team started the game with great intensity. I thought there was a preparedness about them, a respect for the opponent about them, and I thought all of our players that played tonight were really locked into what we were trying to do. And that's what you hope for. As a coach in March, you hope that your team is locked in. They're playing with great intensity, playing with great effort. And our group did that tonight. So I'm proud of how we played and just excited for the opportunity to play again on Monday.
Questions for the student athletes, please?
Question for Elizabeth. After not having played for 2 weeks, how was your team able to come out with the energy and focus that you were right from the very beginning of the game?
We just be focused and just stay ready, and practicing, just preparing ourselves for today. Just every day at practice, we just try to better ourselves as a player and a team. So just getting better as individuals, and just that keeps us ready.
In the back.
The best offensive performance since December, coming after a few difficult games on that side of the court. What was different tonight, and was there anything that was stressed during practice and the lead-up from a confidence perspective or a scheme perspective, in particular, heading into the Iona game?
Jordan, do you want to start with that?
Yes. Coach always believes in us. She always told us throughout the whole year that we're a confident team and we could score on offense. She always told us that we're a great team in March, so we're just keep going, and we've been practicing it, and it showed today.
Yeah, like she said, just confidence that she has been putting in us. She always keep reminding us how great we are. So that mentality of everybody just having just have to just use it to attack the next game. This game.
Any other questions for the student athletes? Ladies, you can go back to the locker room. Oh, pause. Late edition.
Sorry to disappoint y'all. Jordan, could you talk about Iona averaged about 23-point attempts a game. They, shooting 40% clip. How were you able to limit them only 2 of 11 tonight?
Just our defense throughout the year has been something that we put our hat to, and we keep trying to get better and better. And we knew coming in that they're a good 3-point shooting team, and we knew that we were going to have to limit their 3-point attempts so we could win the game. And so we just kept working on that.
Now, anything else for the student athletes? Ladies, you're free to go. Oh.
I'm sorry. As Coach Lawson alluded to, looking forward to Colorado. Have you started any sort of scouting there? Was there focus solely on Iona tonight?
Elizabeth, you want to start with that?
No, I haven't started with no scouting, nothing. We're focused on the game at the time, so yeah.
What was it like with the fans here tonight, the whole atmosphere? Fairly big crowds. Colorado was very well represented as well, but with the quick 8-0 lead, did you kind of feel the fans really getting into it?
Playing in Cameron every day, it's a great place to play, and the fans are always there, and they're always cheering for us and always pulling for us. So, giving them an 8-0 run at the beginning is always great.
Amen.
Anything else for the student athletes? Going once, going twice. This time you are free to go. Thank you. Congratulations, ladies. I will open it up to questions for Coach Lawson. Cassia in front here.
Carol, when we were talking last week about jumpstarting your offense, you indicated that fast break and transition points would be a crucial part of that. Can you talk about that aspect of your game today?
I feel like most of the year we've generated quality transition opportunities, and we've just tried to work through the year to continue to get better at converting them. And there have been some games where our conversion rate was very low, and just we've kept working on it. We've done transition work every day in practice, and it was nice to see them have really good success in the transition game tonight. I thought a lot of people contributed, ran the court hard, passed ahead, extra passes, even down to the end of the game. It was a really good pass from, I think it was Amani to Giselle, late in transition. So those points there really help us on the offensive end. I think they help any offense, to be honest, not just us. I mean, when you can score, when you have a number situation and you're getting downhill, it makes the game a little bit easier. You're not having to go against a set half-court defense the entire time. We played a lot on the move tonight, and that was good to see.
Kind of playing off that, you've talked about your depth all year. Was it good to kind of see everybody get in, and pretty much everybody got at least one rebound and a couple points?
I think our depth has been a strength of ours all season long. We play a 10-player rotation, and we played more than that tonight. It was good to see some of our players that don't get to play a lot in games get minutes, but our 10-player rotation has been key all year. Our bench has been key for us all year. We have very little drop-off from our starters to our bench, and I think even tonight they did a great job. I thought Jordan in the first half came in and impacted the game with her pace and her ability to finish plays. And so when you go on down the year and you look at games, there's usually a bench player or two or three that help change the game for us to win. So it is definitely a luxury to have as a coach, to have as many players as I do that are capable of impacting the game.
Congrats on the win, Coach. I wanted to ask about Kennedy Brown today because she had 8 rebounds and a number of assists on the offensive end. So how important was she not only in scoring double figures but also as a facilitator and grabbing offensive rebounds, because you guys had the most second chance points all season tonight?
Kennedy's a terrific player. She's very well-rounded. She's one of our best passers. You can see when we play through her a lot because she's very, very gifted at anticipating, and then certainly her height gives her an advantage in terms of seeing double teams come and reading the defense. But she'd be a good passer even if she was 5'6", because she has that. I mean, I don't know. I certainly didn't help her get it. She came here with it. She sees the game very well, and she's able to deliver on time, on target passes to people, and they can make shots out of it. So it was good to see her as active as she was. She scored in double figures, and she's a pivotal player for us on both ends all year long. She's been very stout defensively, and then tonight she definitely helped us on the glass and helped us scoring. So I'll take another one of those performances from her in a couple days.
Anything else for Coach Lawson? Yes, in the back and to the right.
What, if anything, did you share with your team about your experience during your playing days, and what was the difference from what you can recall in your first game at Tennessee versus your first game here tonight?
I don't think I shared too much about my experience. I don't even remember my first game. That's bad, huh? Who did we play in my first NCAA tournament game? I don't remember. I don't. I didn't tell them I didn't remember. I don't remember who we played. I have no idea. Gosh, this is terrible. I don't know who we played. So I did not talk about that clearly, since I have no recollection of it. The thing that I shared with them today wasn't really about the tournament. it was more about just the experience of playing in games that you really want to win, you know. There's different motivations that different people have. And, you know, what you choose to be motivated by is really an individual choice. I'm not here to say that there's someone's motivated by one thing that's bad and someone's motivated by another thing that's good. As a competitor, you have to kind of figure out what motivates you. And what I shared with my team this morning was, in my experience as a player, not necessarily in the NCAA tournament, but just over time, the most sustainable source of motivation is proving people right, more so than proving people wrong. And that's not to say proving people wrong isn't a great source of motivation. It is. But the people that believe in you, the people you play with, your family, your friends, there's a lot to prove them right about their belief in you and what you can do. And I found that as a competitor to be the most sustainable source of motivation, the one that was always there. And our group, we're focused on proving each other right, what we believe about us. And I think that's a good place to be, because that motivation, if you think about it, won't go away. You know, because you're always going to want to prove to the people that have helped you get where you are that they made the right choice to be behind you. And so that's more of what I talked about with our team this morning, but nothing really specific about my NCAA tournament experience. I try not to use it a lot, to be honest with you. Most of them, I mean, on the bench in the fourth quarter, Balagoon told me she was born in 2000. And, you know, she's one of my oldest, and I just finished my freshman year. So she wasn't even, none of them were born before I played my first game, I don't think, in the NCAA tournament. They know I played, but I don't think any of them watched me play before. And so they don't really think like, well, I shouldn't say that. You'd have to ask them. But I don't think they think of me as a player. They know I did play. But I don't think that's something that they think about a lot. They think of me more as a coach.
To the right.
Coach, you said you're forward thinking. So did you watch any of the Colorado game at all? And do you have, I know we'll ask you about this tomorrow probably, but any initial thoughts?
I did not watch their game. My assistants did, but I did not see any of their game tonight.
Anything else for Coach Lawson? Thank you, Coach.
Thank you.
Got you out before midnight.